Welcome back to my channel. My latest acquisition is a Valiant df490 rib. It belonged to the RSPCA, and by looks of it, it's had the engine stolen off the back because the cables have been cut and also the steering cable's been cut. It looks like it's been stored for quite a while outside under a tree by all the moss and algae on the back of it. Hopefully I'm going to clean it up, put a new engine on there and get it back running again. And hopefully I'll take you along the journey. Right, here we have a Valiant 490 DR rib. Purchased this in a week and we're going to do a little video on cleaning it up. We've got a few products which I will show you. It's not a sponsored video, by the way, but just of interest. So, a little bit of Oxy 10, I think it is, like a washing powder stain remover. We have polymarine inflatable boat cleaner for hyperlon PVC boats, and in that we have a UV finish, probably like a protective coating. Then we have good old domestic Sif cream lemon cleaner, which we'll try, and we have August Race. Again, it's got some good reviews on there, and as you can see, the boat is it's quite grimy. It's obviously been parked up for a long time, possibly under trees, and what I'll do is I'll mask it off and I will do a section at a time so that we can judge the three as it is, and then I'll jet wash it, and then we'll go in again a bit harder, a bit more brushes and a bit more abrasion. Right, I'll bring you back in a minute. Right, the first one we're going to use is the polymarine. I'm going to try that on the bottom. It does say to wet the surface down first and then you apply this. They do say be careful. I think they'll use a sodium, what was it? It's like corrosive anyway, but not too bad. It does say try a little test area first, but I'm going straight in. So we're going to try a bit of water on there first. If I grab some water and wet this area down. On there. And it says spray on area and leave for about a minute. So while that's on there, the second one I will try, which doesn't say wet the area down. It says with August Race we're going to go for, and that says just go straight onto the surface. Going to get a bit of runoff on that, but shouldn't hurt. And then thirdly, I'm going to go for a good old fashioned Sif cream cleaner on there, which we probably will need to agitate that a little bit to get a response. So I'm going to try a little bit with a green scourer just to work that in a little bit, and I can see already that's taking some of the black mould off. I'm going to work that a little bit on there as well. Oh yeah, that first one, that's coming off quite nice. And that was the polymarine, the first one. And use a clean bit of this scouring. The second one was the August Race. Right, that is, it looks like you have to work this in a little bit more at first, and it hadn't been on as long as the first one, the polymarine. Looked like you had to work that in a little bit more, but right, okay. What I'll do is I'll get a damp cloth and I'll wipe that. I could probably take this tape off now, and then I'll work the 3 in with a damp cloth, and then we can see what we think. Right, I need to get some water. Sorry, but I lost some of the footage of me taking the tape off and wiping it down. Right, as you can see on this left hand spondon tube, it's come up quite clean. I don't think I'm going to get that bleached area off. I think that's been I've exposed to chemical or sun, but that's bleached right in there. It's possible someone might have tried some heavy solvent on there or something like that, but I can't get it off for the minute. But say I've used the products on there, and I think when I put the UV protector on there, I think that'll bring a little bit of the sheen back as well, and a bit of the colour. But that left tube come up quite nice. I've done a little bit on the right hand one, but I'm going to get the jet washer now, and I'm going to give that a good jet wash inside and do the tubes, try and get much off with the water as I can, and then I'll put the chemical on there again and see if that'll start eating into it. But yeah, that's before, and then I'll show you an after in a minute. I've just got to go and get the jet washer and set it up, bring the hose down, and we will see. This comes without an engine, and what I'm going to do for the minute, I've got a 40 horsepower EFI Mariner, which I'm going to try. I've got the remotes for that, and that should go straight on there. So follow me on this one. As you can see, pictures from the inside after the jet wash, as you can see all the moss and lichen come off it, and it come up really well. Well pleased with that. Right, this boat was originally from the RSPCA. Although it says on the front there it was donated by RBS, it's called lazzel, if I'm pronouncing that properly. And just a little bit of back history. lazzel was a staunch supporter of the RSPCA, and she worked tirelessly and effortlessly looking after animals. And in her will, when she passed away, she left a considerable amount of money to the RSPCA, and I believed that money, or some of that money, also went to purchasing this rib for rescuing animals on the river, or stranded animals. And it would be nice, I'm not one for names on boats and that, but I think I will put the name back on there, because great respect for people who look after animals and donate their free time and that for animals. And I think she deservedly has to have her name put back on there, and hopefully her great work will go on. So yeah, lazzel RIP, and it'd be nice to get this back up and running, get an engine on, and obviously it won't be rescuing animals with me, unfortunately, but it'd be nice to see it back up and running. And who knows, maybe in the future it may be used as a rescue boat, either for people or animals. So there we go. Right, I've got it wiped down with both. I'm not sure on which I find better. I think they're both pretty much the same, to be honest. The August Wraith, it says you don't need to put on wet surface, and the Polymarine says you do, but to be honest, probably both very similar chemicals inside, the ingredients, but I think I'm gonna have to give them a draw, to be honest. They both do the same thing. The Sif is probably better off on the fiberglass surface. You know, the bleach will clean off, it'll bring off algae, but the jet washer, as you see, got a lot of the algae off the fiberglass decking. So I'm gonna have to give that a try, to be honest, on the examples between the two. But I say, I've been switching to both of them, and I've been spraying them and using the green scouring powder, scourer, Scotch Guard, Scotch Bright, whatever it is, and this is the result. And as you can see, it's come a lot cleaner, but there's no magical cleaner that's going to bring off this bleaching, this heavy bleaching. And I say bleaching, I presume it's bleaching rather than just wear and tear, but it won't touch it. So whether I can put a dye on it or whether I can paint it, I don't really know what I'm going to do yet with it. As I say, I'm going to guess it's Hypalon material. Could be PVC, but it's very thick and heavy anyway. But yeah, there's no bubbles in it, blisters, and what I can see is no leaks. So it's still got quite a few years left in the tubes. So I'm going to carry on cleaning. I'm going to clean the underside now. On this side, there's a little patch there. Yeah, I'm cleaning the underside of it. Give that wipe down. Then afterwards I'll put that protection on there. And then go around and clean the other side. But it's a big improvement. So it looks nice when it's wet. When it dries out, it goes like pinky again. But massive improvement to how it was. And at least it's clean now, and I can decide then whether I want to go any further with cleaning it or rejuvenating the tubes. I'll let you know. I'll do the underneath and I'll come back then. Right, here's pictures of the underside, which come up really nice. Obviously nice and bright because it's not affected by the sunlight. And basically a few more pictures. But next I think I'll start dismantling all the steering cable and the cables that have been cut and put my ones on from the Mariner. And I'll pick up then next time when I start on it, and I'll get another video up for you. hopefully soon. Thanks very much. Don't forget to like and subscribe.